Hello students, this is Prem Shankar Singh in front of you. So students, today I am going to teach you tenses. Okay students? So students, as you know that there are three tenses. First name is present tense and second name is past tense and third is the future tense. Okay students? So there are three tenses: present tense, past tense and future tense. Okay students? So in present tense, it has four parts, and past tense also has the four parts, and future tense also have the four parts. Okay, students. So first, indefinite, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. Okay, students. So students, indefinite, continuous, perfect continuous. So students, if you are adding these four things, indefinite, continuous, perfect continuous, in the mid of the present tense, past tense, and future tense, it will become the 12 tenses. How it is possible? I am going to tell you. Suppose that if you are adding indefinite in the mid of the present tense, it will become the present indefinite tense. If you are adding continuous in the mid of the present tense, present continuous tense. And if you are adding perfect, so it will become the perfect, present perfect tense, and add perfect continuous, so it will become the present perfect continuous tense. Like that, also add in the past. So past indefinite tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, and past perfect continuous tense. In same in future also, future indefinite tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, and future perfect continuous tense. Okay, students. So you have the 12 tenses. Okay. So you have what you have to do? Only you have to add indefinite, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous in the mid of the present tense, past tense, and future tense. It will become the 12 tenses. Okay, students. So next step I am going to tell you. Suppose that students, your first tense is the present indefinite tense. Okay, students. So one thing I want to tell you, in every continuous tense, there are 12 tenses. Okay, students. So six tenses: present tense, present continuous tense, past continuous tense, and future continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense, future perfect continuous tense. Okay, and past perfect continuous tense. So every continuous. So we use verb plus ing. Every continuous. Verb plus ing. Okay, students. So in six tenses, present continuous, past continuous, future continuous, and present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, future perfect continuous. So in every continuous, we use verb plus ing. Okay, students. So in six tenses, we use verb plus ing. Okay, students. And in every perfect, in every perfect, in every perfect tense, we use verb plus third form. Okay, students. So in every perfect tense, we use verb plus third form. As you know that in three perfect tense: present perfect tense, past perfect tense, and future perfect tense also. So in these three perfect tense we use verb plus third form. Okay, students. And in the indefinite, in indefinite, verb plus first form, except of past indefinite, affirmative sentence. Okay, students. So only in the past indefinite affirmative sentence we use verb plus second form. But in present indefinite and future indefinite and in past negative and interrogative we use the first form of the verb. In only in indefinite, in past indefinite affirmative sentence we use the second form of the verb. Okay, students. So now I am going to tell you the first tense, present indefinite tense. Already I told you that in 6 tenses, in every continuous, present continuous, past continuous, future continuous, present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, future perfect continuous. We use verb plus ing. And every perfect, we use verb plus third form. And in every indefinite, except a past indefinite affirmative sentence, we use verb plus first form. But in past indefinite affirmative sentence, we use the verb plus second form. Okay, students. So now I am going to teach you the first tense, present indefinite tense. Okay, students. So present indefinite tense, affirmative sentence. Okay, students. So as you know that, so in Hindi we can say that कैसे पहचाने कि यह प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट टेंस है, ता है, ती है, ती है, ता हूं. ओके, एंड फॉर प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट टेंस इन अफर्मेटिव सेंटेंस with the singular number we use verb plus yes or es, but with the plural number we don't use verb plus yes or es in the affirmative sentence. Okay, so student, I'm going to tell you first to write the subject. Subject means होता है करता. Okay, then write the verb. Verb means kriya. Okay, and then with the singular number we use yes or es. Okay, friends, so use s or es plus object plus etc. Okay, friends, object means होता है कर. Okay, so students, just you will use s or es if the subject is singular number. Okay, students, if the subject is singular number, so you will use s or es with the verb. Okay, students, so now I'm going to leave that for which subject you will use the yes or yes, and for which subject you will not use yes or yes. Okay, students, so take care about it. First, plural number subject plus verb first form plus object plus etc. Students, I am going to tell you that with just how you will use yes or yes, and where you will not use the yes or yes. So with I, we, you, they, and these, those. So with this subject, students, you will not, don't use S or ES. Don't use yes or yes. If the subject I, we, you, they, these, those come, so students don't use the yes or es with the verb. But if subject he, she, it, or any name comes, if he, she, it, or any name comes, so you can use yes or es with the verb. Use yes or es with the verb. Okay, students, is it clear? If the subject is singular number in affirmative sentence or present indefinite tense, you will use yes or yes. And if the subject is plural number, you will not use yes or yes with the verb. Okay, students. So now I am going to give the example. Example, students, I am going to give you. You go to market today. You go to market today. Students, as you know that already I told you that with the you will not use the yes or es with the verb. Okay, and she cooks the food. Okay, students. So she is the singular number. So you will use yes or yes with the verb. Okay, students. Cook is the verb. So you will use yes or es with the verb because she is the singular number. Okay, students. So now I am going to tell you the negative sentence of present indefinite tense. So in negative sentence, students, negative sentence. So as you know that first we write the subject. Subject in Hindi it is called karta. Okay. Then you does not oblique do not. Student, be careful. Just with the subject. So if the subject is the singular number, if the subject is the singular number, so with that you will use does not. And if the subject is the plural number, you will use helping verb do not. Okay, students? And use verb plus first form, then object plus etc. Okay, students? So example I am going to give you. Suppose that he does not drive my car. Student, he is the singular number. He is the singular number. That's why I use the does not. Okay. And if here, if subject is the plural number, you will use here do not. Okay, students. Suppose that we do not go on a picnic. Okay, students. We do not go on a picnic. Why I use do not here? Because we is the plural number. Okay, students, and he is the singular number. That's why I use does not. Okay, so remember this, and we use the verb form, first form with the verb. Okay, students. So now interrogative sentence I am going to you. Students, interrogative sentence. So as you know that there are two types of interrogative sentence, students. First, you should know that in interrogative sentence, if the what word come before the subject, if the what word come before the subject, in Hindi I am going to give example. Suppose that क्या तुम बाजार जाते हो. So here what word come before the subject. Okay, students. So if the what word come before the subject, so what you will do there? Comes before the subject. So there you will first start with does or do according to the subject. How you will do it? If subject is a singular number, you will start with the does, and if the subject is the plural number, you will start with the do. Okay, students, how you will do it? Suppose that क्या तुम खाना खाते हो? In Hindi I am going to give example. So here the what word come before the subject. क्या सब क्या हो रहा है? सब्जेक्ट के पहले आ रहा है, इसलिए क्या करेंगे? तुम क्या है? प्लूरल नंबर है, इसलिए क्या करेंगे? हम पहले क्या लिखेंगे? यहाँ पे डू लिखेंगे. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, देन राइट यू. डू यू ईट the food? Question mark. Okay students, so formula I am going to write. First write does or do according to subject. If the subject is a singular number, you will start with the does, and if the subject is a plural number, you will start with the do. If the what word come before the subject in the present indefinite tense interrogative sentence, then write subject, then verb past form, then object, then question mark, etc plus question mark. Okay students, so this is the formula. Suppose that क्या वह सुबह में टहलता है? Okay students, so just see the subject, that were the singular number, students. So what you will do? You will start with the does. So does he walk in the morning? Okay students, and another type of interrogative sentence, students, I am going to tell you. So listen it carefully. If question word come in the mid of the sentence, if question words come in the mid of the sentence, so students, you will start with the question word. Suppose that if the question word come in the mid of the sentence, you will start with the question words. Example, तुम बाजार क्यों जाते हो? तुम खाना क्यों खाते हो? तुम सुबह में कब टहलते हो? So here the question word come in the middle of the sentence. Okay, so what you will do there? First you will write the question word. Okay students, first you write the question word. QW means question word. Then write the subject. Oh, then write the helping verb does or do. Okay students, and then write the subject, then verb first form, then object plus etc plus question mark. Okay, students. First, you write the question word. Okay. Suppose that example. After the question word, if the subject is the singular number, you will start with the does and you will write a few of does. Okay. Suppose that वह खाना कब खाता है, वह खाना कब खाता है. Okay, so here the question word come in the middle of the sentence. So first you write the meaning of come. So when and he is the singular number, students. So first write the helping verb does. When does, then write subject he eat the food question mark. Okay, students. When does he eat the food question mark. वह विद्यालय क्यों नहीं जाता है, क्यों नहीं जाता है क्वेश्चन मार्क. वो विद्यालय क्यों नहीं जाता है. सो फर्स्ट यू राइट द मीनिंग ऑफ क्वेश्चन वर्ड क्यों. सो वाई he